We have studied the types of the wave. One is transverse wave and another is longitudinal wave. In case of the transverse wave, the particles do not oscillate along the line of wave propagation, but it oscillates up and down about their mean position as the wave travels. Thus, a transverse wave is one in which the individual particles of the medium move about their mean position in a direction perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. In case of longitudinal wave, the individual particles of the medium move in a direction parallel to the direction of propagation of the disturbance or the wave. The particles do not move from one place to another place, but they simply oscillate to and fro or back and forth about their position of rest. This is exactly how a sound wave propagates. Hence, sound waves are longitudinal waves, but light waves are transverse waves. What are the characteristics of a sound wave? We can describe a sound wave by its frequency, amplitude, and speed. Here in this diagram you can see these both types of the wave. Sound waves, we have seen that these are longitudinal waves. And light waves are transverse wave. In case of longitudinal wave, there are alternate compression and rarefaction. And in transverse wave, there are alternate crest and trough. Thus, in the first diagram, we can see where there are alternate compression and rarefaction CR that is longitudinal wave, and second figure in the given picture is the example of transverse wave where particles are moving up and down, while in the first figure particles are moving to and forth. From this diagram, you can easily see the direction of disturbance. So in the first diagram here, it is transverse wave and the arrow shows the propagation direction. So the particles are moving up and down, which are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. But in case of longitudinal wave, the disturbance direction is parallel to the axis of propagation. Thus, alternate compression and rarefaction as well as in transverse wave, alternate crest and trough can be seen from the diagram. We are going to see the characteristics of the sound wave. Now, one by one, these main characteristics, that is frequency, amplitude and speed, can be explained. First, we will see the definitions of some notations. In longitudinal wave, there are alternate compression and retraction. So, compression is the region represented by the upper part of the wave curve. Retraction, it is represented by the region where the particles separate out or away from each other, which has low pressure. Crest, it is a peak of the curve. Trough, it is the crest of the curve or depth portion. What is wavelength? The distance between two consecutive compressions or rarefactions are called wavelength. It is denoted by the letter lambda. SI unit of wavelength is meter. What is frequency? The frequency, that is the number of oscillations per unit time. The frequency of a wave, that is number of compressions plus number of rarefactions per unit time. SI unit of the frequency is Hertz, denoted by Hz. The time period T, the time taken between two consecutive compressions or rarefactions or two consecutive crest and trough to cross a fixed point is called as the time period of the wave. In other words, the time taken for completion of one oscillation through a medium is called as a time period, denoted by capital T. SI unit is second. Now, the relation between frequency and time period is F is equal to 1 by T. Compressions are the regions where particles are seen crowded, whereas rarefactions, where the particles are present at low pressure, which are spread apart. So how we can calculate the speed of the wave? These are related with to cover one oscillation, means rate of completion of one oscillation is the velocity of that wave or the speed of the wave. What is amplitude? The value of the maximum or minimum disturbance caused in the medium is called as amplitude, or the maximum distance covered by particle of the wave is called as the amplitude. We can see the another properties of the waves also. Sound wave means we can see tone, pitch, timbre, note, noise, then music. These all things we can easily understand by the graphical method. For example, a violin and a flute may both be played at the same time in the orchestra. Both sounds travel through the same medium, that is air, and arrive at our ear at the same time. Both sounds travel at the same speed, irrespective of the source, but the sound which we receive are different. This is due to the different characteristic associated with the sound. That is called as the pitch. Pitch is one of the characteristic of the sound. So we will see that what is actually pitch and how it is explained through the graphical method. Here you can see these four graphs where the wave, according to the wave shape, we can understand low pitch sound, soft sound, high pitch sound and louder sound. How the brain interprets the frequency of an emitted sound is called its pitch. The brain interprets the frequency of an emitted sound, that is called as the pitch. The faster the vibration of the source, higher is the frequency and higher is the pitch. Thus, a high-pitched sound corresponds to more number of compressions and rarefactions passing a fixed point per unit time. That shows high-pitched sound. Here, The fourth figure, it shows higher pitch sound where these rarefactions and compressions are passing fast through a given fixed position. Objects of different size and conditions vibrate at different frequencies to produce the sounds of different pitch. The magnitude of the maximum disturbance in the medium on either side of the mean value is called as the amplitude of the wave, and it is usually represented by the letter A. Thus, loudness or softness of a sound is determined basically by its amplitude. So here, this both pitch and amplitude it determine its loudness or softness of the sound. So here you can see in the figure which is the louder sound, which is the soft sound. So the amplitude of the sound wave, it depends upon the force with which an object is made to vibrate. If we strike a table tightly, we hear a soft sound because we produce a sound wave of less energy or less amplitude. If we hit the table hard, we hear a loud sound. Can you tell why? Because loud sound can travel a larger distance as it is associated with the higher energy or high amplitude. So, louder sound where amplitude is higher or high energy. As a sound wave spreads out from its source, it moves away from the source, its amplitude as well as its loudness decreases. It shows the wave shapes of a loud and soft sound of the same frequency. If frequency is same, for the soft sound, amplitude is less, and for louder sound, amplitude is more. It goes higher, it spread more. Next quality of the sound or the characteristic of the sound is timbre of the sound. Timbre or quality of the sound is characteristic with which we can differentiate between different sounds even if they have same pitch and amplitude. It is the characteristic which enables us to distinguish one sound from another sound of same pitch and loudness. The sound which is more pleasant is said to be a rich quality, and a sound of single frequency is called as the tone. The sound which is produced due to a mixture of several or different frequencies is called as the note and is pleasant to listen. In case of different musical instrument in the orchestra, as though there are sounds of different frequencies, but when we are listening it togetherly, it feels pleasant to listen, while noise is unpleasant to the ear. For example, music is pleasant to hear and is of rich quality. What is the relation between the speed of sound and time period as well as frequency? First of all, we will see what is speed of the sound. The speed of the sound, we have seen already the distance which a point on a wave such as compression or rarefaction travels per unit time, means speed v is equal to wavelength upon time. Wavelength is denoted by lambda and time is denoted by t. Therefore, the speed of the sound V is equal to lambda by T. As you know, the relation between time period and frequency is F is equal to 1 by T. So, in this equation, speed of the sound V is equal to lambda by T means lambda into F frequency. So, relation between speed of the sound is the product of wavelength and frequency. V is equal to lambda by T or lambda into F, or we can also write V is equal to lambda into means wavelength into frequency. The speed of the sound remains almost the same for all frequencies in a given medium under same physical condition.